But all of a sudden my phone just went dark. I am in the middle of making my red lentil crackers. I did forget two ingredients that I'm going to add to it. So, I've already put sea salt, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, what else was that I put in? Paprika. So now here I have two different kinds of delicious nutritional cheese. And a tablespoon of that, tablespoon and a half, I should say. And this one is smoky delicious, or smoky licious. It's supposed to have, it's not a bacon flavor, but it's a smoked flavor. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in it too. I like to play around with my recipes and get them to taste like I want them to taste. I've made these crackers several times before. First time I followed somebody else's recipe precisely. And then the second time I decided that I would do my own thing. And I did that. And they came out good. But they wasn't as crunchy as I wanted them. So the next time I made them, I did a little something different. And they came out real nice and crispy. I like them to be almost like a potato chip. Not quite that thin, but some type of consistency to that. All right, I am going to get this stirred up in here and let it blend in with everything else. Like I say, this is my second time doing this, so I'm still a bit nervous, but as I move on, I'll get better. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. Not too watery, not too dry. Taste it. Mmm, tastes good. I am trying to make everything that I consume, make it at home myself, because the foods in the store that you buy prepackaged have so many chemicals and things in it. It's just not good for your health. So I'm going to lower this pole a little bit. So now I'm going to move this. And put my pans over here. Gotta spread this out on the cooking sheet. Don't want to get it too thin, but not too thick either. These are some really big cooking sheets, so they'll take up a lot of space. Once I get this spread out, then I'll stick them in the oven for about 10 minutes to let them get a little dried out. Then I'll take them out and cut them so that they'll come out like little crackers. And then I'll let them finish cooking. I love cooking. When I grew up, my great aunt raised me from a 6-week-old baby, and she was an excellent cook, but I didn't want to learn anything when I was at home, not about cooking. All I wanted to do is play, pretty much. And when I first got married, I've been married 3 times, 4 actually. I married the last one twice, but my first husband was quite a bit older than I was, so he gave me money to go to the grocery store and buy groceries. And I came back home with everything that didn't have to be cooked, like crackers, chips, sardines, tuna, wieners, whatever didn't have to be cooked. That's what I brought. So he told me, well, this is your last trip going to the store. From now on, we'll go together so you can learn what to do. So he's the one that really taught me how to prepare a halfway decent meal. And then I got so good, years later, I started working in restaurants and things as a cook, baker, and all kind of. I really enjoyed it. So now I love cooking very, very much. This takes a little time to get it all spread out right. I've got 2 pans here, so I want to make sure that I get them equally filled. Bring the other pan over and work on this. I like snacking, and if I feel like I'm eating something healthy, I feel a lot better about it. Take this off, clean it off. Oh, this would be better with my fingers. Like I say, I've been taught to get it all off. So that's what I do. Yeah, I think that's about good. Here's my hands. see what we got here. I hope it's enough to fill this tray. Should be, but like I say, these are really large baking sheets. Like I say, this is my second day of going live. Didn't come out too well yesterday because I had my phone in the wrong position. I didn't know that mattered. But I was told by my teacher that helps me with all this learning that I should have had it the other way. But I guess he didn't think to tell me in the very beginning, because you would think maybe I knew a little something, but I didn't know nothing. I'm depending on him to tell me everything. But I'm getting better. I'm one of those types that I get really nervous when I first started doing something, especially if I got to show it to the public. But I'm getting better. All right, let's see what I got here. This out of the way. Let that be soaking. You guys see I keep looking because I want to make sure it's still on. I use a pizza cutter to cut these crackers with. That works really easy, much better than a knife. First time I made these, I got them a little bit too thick. So they didn't get as crispy as I would like for them to be, but I ate them anyway. See a few spots on this one that could use a little bit more. This is almost like doing hard work. You have to make sure you get it right. If you want a good project when it's finished. Looks about right. I hope they come out good. They have a good flavor. Just hope that they're thick enough. Not too thick, but thick enough. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try something now didn't try before, but I have some hemp seeds. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Yep, that's my bag of hemp seeds. I use that in my dog food. I make my own dog food because he's so allergic to so many things. I have to cook for him, which I don't mind doing. Been doing it for quite a few years now. I'm going to sprinkle some of this on top. Like I say, I love cooking. I really do. Okay, put some over here on this one. This is my first time, as I said before, of adding anything on top. This is about my 4th time making these, so I'm ready to experiment further. Yeah, my dog is vegan. He can't handle any meat. It upsets him, makes him walk crippled and all kind of crazy stuff. But here's what it looks like now. I have 2 trays of this. So I'm going to stick them in the oven at 250 for about 15 minutes. Then I'll take them out and cut them. And put them back up. Put them back in once they're finished. Now I can clean up my mess I have here while that's going on. I gotta set my timer. Okay, timer. All right. I hardly ever use that timer, so see, it took me forever to figure it out. I think I've used it maybe once. Usually I use the timer on my phone, but my phone is busy now. So, you're supposed to be tracking me. There we go. This is my big, huge Cuisinart. I've had this for quite a few years. You get what you pay for. If you pay a good price for something, it's going to last you a long, long time. So that's what I like to do. And the card just goes right up in the back of it like that. No hanging off. No hanging out. All right, I had to go all the way to another room to take care of that. So I'm going to raise this up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to put my oil up. Put the rest of my hemp seeds back in here. This is a 5-pound bag. I got this on Amazon. It was $45, but it has lasted a long time. Pretty soon it'll be time for me to get more. Yesterday I did a live, but like I said, I had my phone positioned in the wrong way. I had it going lengthwise instead of oblong, so I didn't get a chance to show everything. Now I will show you what I made. I made 2 jars of walnut and almond butter. That's it right there. Good. I have this big old machine called the Champion, and it's a juicer also, but it also will grind up nut butters for you. All you have to do is put them on a pan, let them get to a certain crispiness, let them cool, and put them in. I'll get a chance to show you guys another time when I make more. These 2 jars will go pretty fast. And I also made four jars of this cashew pimento cheese. So you can spread it. Very good. And healthy. So I've got 4 little pint jars like this in the refrigerator. Probably put a couple of them in the freezer because I don't want them to get moldy or anything. But they last a long time in the fridge. I think I'll leave this one out because I'll have some later with my crackers. Now I'm going to clean up my mess. There we go. I've got to get used to this thing because this is something new. I'm used to videoing without going live, and I have a ring light for that I put my phone in, but this is totally different. This is my first time or second time using it also. When I first started using machines to juice in, I absolutely hated to clean them. Sometimes I wouldn't even use them because I didn't want to clean them. But now, the best thing to do is clean them right away. Don't let them sit. This is my big crock pot that I make my dog food in. So it was in the dishwasher. Put it up. Make room. For some reason, this thing is not tracking me like it did yesterday. I don't know what the problem is. I'm just testing. Testing. Look like it's doing okay now. Maybe I'm moving too fast. I don't know. But it has lost me again. I'm over here. I think there's certain hand movements you make. I've got to get used to that too. And it will need to stop, start. I might be doing the wrong gestures. Yeah, no, it's moving now. And it's fully charged, so it's not the battery. It's probably my movements. These are parts to my machine that I made the nut butter on yesterday. I might as well get that put up. This machine might, well, this is not the machine, but these are the parts that go to it. Come on around. Where are you going? There you go. They are, I've had this machine at least 35 years. But it's just how you take care of your stuff. And I take good care of my stuff. It's called a Champion. It's a big one. But I'll put these up in the drawer for next time. Okay. I keep looking back because I want to see if it's watching me. So that worked out perfectly. Now it's time for me to check my crackers and see if they are ready to be cut. Yep. Get my pizza cutter. Guess it must be over here. I thought it was over there. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on. I found it. Now go back over here. Come on. Come on. Okay. Good flavor. Have to make sure these ends are cut right so they won't be tearing up. The paper is so close to the edge of the pen, I have to pull it back a little bit. Make sure I get it cut all the way through. So now that is ready to go back into the oven. I'll put this one on the bottom this time because the other one was on the bottom. Make sure I got the edges to these cut right. Yep. All right, I'm giving them another 15 minutes. But this was a sample that was on the end. It needs to dry out a little bit more, but by being on the end, it's crispy. Good flavor. Okay, you're gonna follow my face. This means face tracker, the face tracker, because if you can't see my face, it stops. But I gotta go around the corner now, so it will lose me. Here I am, I'm back. There you go. There you go. This is like a kid playing with a new toy. I gotta get used to it. Okay, now I got a few dishes over here while those are baking, finishing up, that I'm going to take care of right quick. Yeah, we're still there. Hello. Hello. I'm excited. I feel like a kid with a brand new toy. You know, I always plan not to ever grow up. I'm an adult, true enough. Been here for quite a few years, but I keep a playful mind. I love that about me. I think it lost me. I have to remember it needs to see my face so it can track it. Perfect. Still with me. I have a dishwasher, but I never use it. I just use it to drain my stuff after I wash them myself, rinse them off, and I put them in my dishwasher to drain. I don't know. Maybe kind of crazy. And I have dishwashing stuff to put in there, but I just do it this way. Actually, when I first moved in this house, the dishwasher was a mess because the people that lived here before me evidently just put greasy dishes and pots and pans in there, and it was all clogged up. So that's really why I don't use it. I mean, it got clean. Um, yeah, it got cleaned out real good several times. But I still just prefer to do what I'm doing. Wash my dishes, rinse them out good, and put them in there to drain. And every now and then I will turn the dishwasher on when it's empty, just to let it take out, get rid of the water that's draining in the bottom of it from my dishes that I put in there. So that works for me. Just explaining why I'm washing all these dishes and rinsing them, and I've got a dishwasher here. now you know. Five more minutes and it'll be time to take the crackers out. Get my face, there you go. Hello, face tracker. I'm over here. There you go. I'm over here. There you go. No. Come on. All right, there you go. Okay, buzzer's getting ready to go off again, so they should be nice and crisp now. Go ahead and get ready to take them out. They look beautiful. Did I think they can stay in just a little bit longer. Some of the ones on the edges might be ready, but I'm going to put them in for about 5 more minutes. All right, I gave them 6 minutes. 6 more minutes and they'll be ready. Okay, all the way around this way. All right, they're almost ready. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have, because I'm getting used to doing this live thing. I used to just do videos and have to upload them when nobody was watching me doing it, but now I've got this little thing and hopefully it's working well. But if it's not, I'll eventually get used to whatever I need to do to make it better. I will. If anyone's out there watching, hello, sending lots of love. This is a work in progress. Better than it was yesterday. I've had this tripod now for about, I would say 3 to 4 weeks, and I finally got the nerve to try it. So every day it's going to get better and better and better. I'm not saying I'm going to be using it every day, but every day that I do use it, it will be better. Because I'm one that don't give up. I might be nervous as hell in the beginning, but I keep at it because I want to be a perfectionist at it. So, and I'm pretty good at starting slow, but picking up speed and doing what I got to do and learning how I got to do it. So I'm proud of myself. One more minute. Yeah, get back over here. This is like talking to one of my dogs or cats. Where are you going? Get back over here. Get off of that. Anyway, I'm going to take these crackers out again. They should be ready. Yep, they are ready. Crispy. Mmm. And tasty. I think I finally found the right recipe. Because in the beginning, like I said, I followed the recipe that I found in a book. But it was kind of bland. And I like flavor. So I think I've got it now. I wrote the recipe down so I remember exactly what I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. One thing I want to say before I go, there's so much chaos in the world today. You know, I hope everyone can find it in their hearts, especially the ones that are watching here, to reach out to someone. Everybody needs a little love and kindness. There's enough hate in the world. There's so much hate in the world. I cry a little bit every single day. I got tears in my eyes at least once a day because the headlines are just horrible. And at this point, things doesn't look like it's getting too much better. But we have to keep moving forward because only time will tell. And if we don't move forward, we'll be stuck in a track of insanity, really, because when you can't control a situation, you might as well move on with your life and let time take its toll or take its place, or whatever's going to be will be. But if we trust in higher power, I like to call on my ancestors because that's what I believe in. I think they will see us through one way or another. So it's been a pleasure. Peace and much love to you. I am going to sign out. Thanks for watching again.